Hello, this is Galina, and today I wanted to show you how I organize my first graders curriculum. I have many of my friends who have asked me to show them either a video or pictures how I organize the curriculum for the year, and I just thought I would just put this video out just to kind of share, and hopefully it'll be helpful to someone. And this is our 7th year doing BJU Press, and we'll mostly do our courses online, and it's been a really great investment into our homeschool learning experience. So today I wanted to show you how we organize the curriculum and how I put things in binders and such, so a little bit more in depth of where things go. Hopefully this will be helpful. And another note to add, that my first grader, he's a boy, he has his own room, so he does his school in his bedroom, so just try to kind of keep things together as much as possible, and not to have any toys out during the school time, so when distracting or anything. As I mentioned, some of the things are still a little empty, like this board over here. It's still new, and I'm sure it'll be filled up pretty soon during the year. I just have his alphabet chart, his month and week, days of the week cards filled up, and some of his characters that he's using for the school. They're just right here and they're available to use. And this is more like our math board. I have his clock, and I have his teachers that we have visited this year that signed his card, so that's very special to him. But this is the table that we're currently using, and so far this is the best organizer that have worked for us, for our family, and it makes things really easy and really organized. And I wanted to keep my child to be able to do his schoolwork and get his books as much as possible on his own. If you have a first grader, or I guess second or third grader, you would know that first grade, they combine everything in the lessons. So there's a handwriting, phonics and English and reading. So instead of having all these workbooks in one box and have the child to be overwhelmed to go through all the pages in one year, I've decided to break them apart and just put them in the drawers. And I just have these two books divided into half for the half a school year, and I just put them in the binder with a little divider. So when he does his daily work, he just opens the tab. I just have the tab for the next day, and he knows where he needs to be. And then for the phonics and English, he flips the tab, and he also has the little tab, which is the next day of work. So I just wanted to kind of look and see what would work better, but for now I'm thinking if I could keep everything in the binder, that would be awesome. If not, I'm thinking to either just take the pages from both English and phonics and put them in a binder, and that would be the daily work. But I have done both, and I just feel like if I can keep everything in one binder, that would be a lot easier to go through and check their work. So like I said, so I just put these away, and they just, all these reading and handwriting and the extra papers, they just go right here. So when half a year is over, I just take them out of the box and I put them in the binder. And for handwriting, I also put everything in a binder. And again, this is just a personal preference, maybe because we just like to kind of keep things together. I have half of his workbook is here, and I have the tab that he would be going through as the day goes by. So the tab means this is his next day lesson. And also half of his binder I divided in workbook and the sheets, extra sheets where he's going to be using for handwriting. For math, I have a binder as well that we use, and again, it's nice to have a tab that you know where your next day will go. And these are the extra handouts that we use as bar graphs, and it'll tell me the day number, what it's used for. So usually I would take the daily work from here, and if I need any handouts in the back, I would just put them in a digit folder. And this is the daily work, and I will put it inside the folder. And if he needs any extra papers from here, or if he needs to take a mat from the manipulative packet, and I just take it and insert it into the other half of the folder. And this packet goes together with these manipulatives, and I just kind of try to keep them together by putting them in a little clippy. That way it's easier to find and the child doesn't have to feel frustrated looking for them. This is the Cecilia box, and this is his daily work box, I guess I would say, and his Unifix cubes that we're using for math. So just keep all these boxes in here. This is more like his math box. And so when he's done with the work for the day, he puts this back into the folder, and then I take it out, I put it inside the binder, and then I take the next page and put this inside the folder for the following day. It's pretty easy, I guess. So just take one of the sheets from the workbook and I just insert it into the binder and open up the tab, and this is going to be his next lesson. In the next tab, what I do is the handouts, the student handouts, I just keep them in the back, and then as we go by, and it'll tell me the day number, as we go by I can just pull them out and everything just stays in one binder instead of me keeping different binders and such in different places. And the little reader goes right here together in the box. And for the spelling, I didn't put anything in the binder yet, so but he has his book here. It's pretty thin, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it. And then he also has his spelling tablet here that he's gonna be learning his words and writing the spelling. This is reading. It's also in the binder. I have his tab. That's what he's gonna be learning for the day. And his book right here, and everything goes together. And then all the other little books that are, as you can see, they are A, B, C, and D, and I have his other books that are stored right here. So whenever I'm done with this one, we'll just switch it up and get another one from this box. As you can see, I keep most of these items that we do, our daily work and our handouts, together in a binder. And I have one of the handouts just for the phonics in English that we will use in the binder, and I just kind of kept it separate just because there's a lot of hands-on and I couldn't fit everything in the binder, so I just keep this together, the handouts together with English, because they go together, it's one subject. And all the extra ones that we have, I just keep in here for heritage studies. He's not using right now because he has half year is science and another half year is heritage studies, so just keep them in the folder. And then these little guys are just the other half a year that we're going to be using. So whenever we're done with these work texts that I have put in the binder, I'm going to just switch them up. That way the child is not feel overwhelmed that he has to do year worth of schoolwork, if that makes sense. Anyways, I hope this was helpful a little bit to you, and that you can, oh, and I forgot to say, we also use this journal. Didn't get started on it yet, but use this journal for phonics and English to write stories, and also draw their pictures in. And of course his clock is very important, and his box with pencils and just the daily activities here. Have all these. Anyways, I hope this was helpful to you guys and you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I'll try to answer them as much as I can, or as fast as I can. And I'm just new to this, so I'm just thinking that I might do another video possibly next week for my older girls that are in 4th and 6th grade, and I can show you how I organize their items for the school year as well. And feel free to subscribe, and I hope this is helpful. Thanks.